appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass, like and subscribe. So, as you can tell, I'm kind of waiting for the bridge. The bridge. I'm at Fort Lauderdale, downtown, doing my thug pistol. You know how it is. I wanted to talk about, you know what I want. After Michael Pachter gave Sony the people's elbow and the leg drop and all those things, I wanted to talk about the state of Sony, like looking forward, what they have done and how it's kind of, I don't know, irreparably damaged their standing, maybe, possibly. I don't know. What do y'all think? You know, it's like, where does Sony end up in all of this, right? They're sitting there making all this noise. For what? I mean, the kicker was, you know, we don't want to deal with Call of Duty. We don't want a new deal. We just want to block the merger. And I know it's getting old, but that's what it is. You know, that's what he said. Thank you, Lulu, once again. Appreciate your commitment to leaking out the truth, so that these big wigs, these freaking almost politicians, you know, these CEOs, they just can't do whatever the hell they want. Talk shite. There's repercussions and consequences for what you say and what you do. And with the interview with the boy Mike Pack, he just did. Like I said, man, he gave it to him. He gave it to him like a lot of these journalists out there. The thing I like about Michael Pachter is that he doesn't care. He can say whatever he wants because he's not afraid. He's like, oh no, I'm not gonna give free review copies from Sony if I talk shit about it. He doesn't care. He's like, I don't need your freaking goofy headset. I don't need your free game, Sony. I'm gonna say whatever I want to say. And he's saying it. He's saying the truth. And it's funny because it is true. They're acting childish. They're acting petty. You know, I don't know if I would have thought that Sony would get to this point. Like, I've always thought like Sony was arrogant. Yes, obviously, especially after PS3, after 2006. I was like, yeah, no. And before that, they were unchallenged in the industry, and so now they're getting challenged, and they don't like it. It's like a little spoiled child. My nephew, he's 3 years old. He's very spoiled. If he doesn't get his way, he starts crying immediately. Boom. I mean, I don't want to, compare Sony, the giant multi-billion corporation, to a child, but they're kind of childish. They're kind of acting. And then I've heard a lot of people, a lot of influencers say, oh, this last thing they said about the whole sabotaging the game, like the last level is going to have some bugs in it. Like, how stupid. I was going to say the R word, retarded. I'm going to say that word because it's in the dictionary and it means something. If you're getting twisted about that word, look it up. And this is being applied to Sony right now because they're acting very retarded. They're acting slow. They're acting like they don't know any better. They're acting like they don't know how games are made. Of course they know how games are made. And of course they know that you don't put in bugs in the last level. Of course, if they knew what they were talking about, that wouldn't even be something that you would say because it takes a lot of work to specifically put a bug into a specific part of a game. When you are creating a game, there's systems that are across all of the levels, the stages, whatever you want to call them. So if you change something in the systems, then it will affect the whole game, not just the last level or the last hour. It's so foolish. Even I'm not a programmer. I know a programmer, of course. I'm not a programmer, but I understand how programming works. So when they say something like that, it's A, it's conspiracy theory. B, it doesn't make any sense. That's not how games are made. When your game is broken, is it it's only that level is broken. No! If it's something that's causing a domino effect, it's going to affect multiple lines of code, multiple sections of code. Not just the last level, the last 5 minutes is broken. So stupid. You would have to specifically code something in there to specifically break a certain way. And that's super, because that's just conspiracy theory. Like, really? That's what we're doing right now, Sony? That's what we're doing? Really? That's what you got? I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I don't have any stock or financial interest or interests in Sony, because for a long time I've always known that their products were overpriced. They make good TVs, they just cost too much, and the market bared fruit to the contrary of what they were doing. Like, you look at Vizio, even Samsung, even though they're pricey too, but I would say they might be better than Sony. Who knows? It's comparable. And now you got a whole bunch of Chinese manufacturers that are just destroying the market. I know Mike Pachter said something about Xbox Game Pass is kind of destroying the games market, how people buy games and stuff. But, these Chinese companies destroyed the TV market for Sony, for Samsung. But mainly for Sony, because Sony's prices were always like the top, right? Because we're the best, so we're going to charge the most, right? Meanwhile, everybody's buying Vizios and what did I buy? Oh, I didn't buy a Hisense. It was what was the other one? Oh, it's a TCL. TCL is a good screen, And if you just balling on a budget, you just want a big old screen that looks really good, but not the best. You get one of those. I'm gonna get on TCL because I've had mine for years and it hasn't conked out. It's good to go. So, and it's just like the mentality of Sony and how they've been over the years. Throughout all of their divisions. TV, radios, audio electronics, speakers and such. And at every step they seem like they're just pompous, arrogant, the type of qualities I hate in humans. And they were shedding that. When the PS4 came out, they shed that because the price was right. The price was like, oh, that's a good price. Oh, they got the best console. Oh, there's more powerful, blah, 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 right? What happened to that stuff? What happened to the Sean Layton Sony? It's over. It's gone. They need to if Herman Holtz gets promoted up, maybe he'll be better. I don't know. I don't think Herman Holtz is the CEO type. I mean, I can't say that because Phil Spencer was a game dude. He was a coder. He wasn't just a CEO like Jim Ryan. And that's the difference. You need someone who's making games and who is a gamer to lead a gaming company, because they understand gamers. They understand the market better. They don't just look at it as a product. They look at it as, these are our customers that we need to satisfy. Jim Ryan's just like, money, where the money at? How do we get these fools to buy some more stuff? How do we get these idiots to buy our crap? That's what Jim Ryan's saying. We don't care about a deal. We just want you to lose. We want to win, and you gotta lose. Do you ever hear him talking about, yeah, we're doing this for the customer, in truth and honesty, not like, oh, we're trying to protect the children's. some bullshit right there. Anyway, the future of Sony looks wishy-washy at best. If they continue on this path, then I don't know what's gonna happen. I really can't say. Like Michael Pachter said, they're gonna get smaller, and that's because they don't have time to catch up to what Microsoft is doing. Microsoft is leading the way with the trend of subscription services for these games. It's been historically proven in different industries, music, movies, Now video games. The fact that Sony was blind to it, or I don't know what they were doing, is funny. Now they can course correct and they can change real quick and say, okay, all our games are first party games, day and date, and PS Plus, and they can do that, of course. They have the infrastructure set up, but they're behind, you know. And so, and still, I think there are going to be gamers out there that will remember this on the PlayStation side, definitely on the Xbox side. And when anything goes awry, you know, it's just gonna be like boop. So anyway, I'm about to go now. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Right. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Go in the comments below. Let me know, what do you think Sony's gonna? What do you think is gonna happen to Sony? Do you think they can weather this storm? Do you think they can turn the public perception, people who are paying attention anyway, around so that they're the good guy again, or the good guy at all? Let me know, and I'll see y'all on the next one.